Well, hello there. Thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life. My name is Tony, and I'm here to give you some insight to this lodge. Leesburg Lodge number, I can't read it. What is it? Leesburg Lodge number 58 here in Leesburg, Florida. I'll give you a tour on the inside, and if you're looking for other Masonic videos, I've got a playlist on my YouTube channel here called Masonic Buildings from Around the Country. So be sure to check it out. I think I've got over 100 different places that's got Masonic lodges just like this one. And some Scottish Rite centers and York Rite centers and some shrine centers. But check it out. But right now, today, we're going to go inside this building. And I'm actually wearing a t-shirt because this isn't a regular meeting day. They're having practice today. So it should be easy to get a video. Or at least I hope it is. You've just entered the Coolest Life, Masonic Edition. But before we go inside, I noticed out here, and I went out here, I'm like at the parking lot, they've got some cornerstones that looks like they got from other buildings. So when they built a new facility like this one here, I don't know how long this one here has been here, but maybe I'll post it somewhere in here. They pulled the cornerstones, and so they have those here. Looks like this one here was created in 1922. I'll have to maybe go to the corner of this building and see if I can find another cornerstone. Maybe they got one. Well, I did find, looks like they put this building here in 1981. Cool. So they had one that they built in 1922, and when they moved from it, they took their cornerstone. That's what the other one was. So when you first come in, you're greeted in this nice room here. It's a nice foyer meeting room. I noticed something here on the wall. They got a traditional claymore here for your Tyler sword. You can see those, but I also saw this two-ball cane. You don't see a lot of these. There are several. Some of them are traveling two-ball canes. And only when I see a two-ball cane, especially if it's up front near the masters, it's a traveling one. It's normally going to someone that does a lecture. They're able to take it with them to their lodge. And that's like their sign-in area there. Restrooms, offices, and they've got items here for sale. Nice, I may have to get one of those. And they've got one of these Masonic journeys like we saw in one other lodge. They've got several square and compasses, different ones up there to include past master one. And this is their dining hall. It's very clean. As in it's not clutter, but there are still things on the wall. Sometimes you go into some dining halls and there's like absolutely nothing on the walls. They're real clean, but there's nothing. Leesburg Lodge number 58. These are some old school pictures. These are some of those pictures where they actually have to stand on a curve because the camera moves when it takes them. I love those pictures. And those are Shriners down below. And this is actually, shows a grotto hat. District Deputy Past Grand Master. Huh. Past Faith and Future. Nice. I don't think I've ever seen that one there. It's like this. Really nice tapestry there. And they got a really good sized kitchen there too, like that. So before we go in, you don't normally see this. These are pictures of their past district deputy grand masters that are from this lodge. So I've got one or two. I think I've seen a couple of them in a meeting or two around this area. Cool. You don't normally see a district deputy grand master's board. So I want to start out here by the door knocker. Even though in opening and closing a lodge, they don't use a door knocker in Florida lodges. I didn't notice that, so I was actually surprised to find that there was a door knocker here, and it's a good size. It's probably 5 inches from top to bottom. But really cool looking door knocker like those. I've seen them like that before. This is a really neat looking lodge. I want to point out they've got Freemasonry, Faith, Hope, and Charity. They're actually going to the pews and not theater seating, which most Masonic lodges I find are going the opposite. They're getting rid of the pews. But they got some of their older chairs over there. So they had different locations, and I found some history on this one here. Is, you know, so they got a stand, not just a hole in the floor. This is also the same kind of style that we've seen of some of the others. But some of the history is this covering here came from the other building that they had built, to include the one over the Masters. And wait till you see the size of that one. It's huge. But I also want to show you something else that's really unusual here with this column. If you'll notice, it's lit up. It's actually lit inside of that. And you can definitely make the contrast with how bright this globe here is. I've never seen them lit up before. And they've got them on a USB power pack, so you can actually move it around wherever you want and then turn the light on and turn it off. I thought that was really neat. I've never seen that before. Definitely wired for sound. You got your point within the circle. Carpet and everything's in really good condition. Love the columns here beside the senior warden here. He's got a really nice, I don't think I've seen this type of, this is like an embroidery into this piece of material here. You know what I mean? I really like to have logos on the furniture. He's got a setting maul here, not a gavel. Don't see a ton of those. This one here is a horse Foyer, but it's good size. Boy, that's beefy there. And we've seen this in other lodges too, where they've got this holder here. Not quite so nice. I don't think it was as nice as that one there. And check out the columns and everything that match their bigger columns right here around the podium. Really great condition. And they got their explanation of some of the columns here. We see a lot of these. We see the Doric, which is plain, and then you've got the Ionic right here, which has got more curlies on it, and then of course the Corinthian here. Those are the three that we see there in the center. Normally the Corinthian is, if you're going to see them separated in lodges, the Corinthian, I believe, is actually over top of the junior warden's desk if they're going to have columns up there. And this is something that we've seen in other lodges. Sometimes they might use these for degree work, and sometimes they don't, and I cannot confirm or deny. That chair is a little different. I haven't really seen them in Florida lodges actually use a Marshall when they open and close. So maybe like George's is they only kind of use it for installations and bringing in a district deputy or visiting someone visiting from Grand Lodge. I see the kneeling pad over here is what they would put around the altar. I guess they figure if we don't are using it in degree work, then why put it on the altar? So it's not. Some presentations they can do on slideshow. You can see they've got a slide projector here. They can bring it down. All their past masters of this lodge are around the edge. They typically do wear white dinner jackets in their regular meetings. As you can see, most of them, maybe you can see them, most of them are in white dinner jackets all the way around. I don't know what year they started that, but it hasn't always been that way. But it's definitely been several years in this lodge, as you can see. Yeah, so these are the older chairs, theater type seating. What is that one? I guess that's what looks like they had that made for the sitting master. Actually, he's in the other room. I really like the tassels here. Those are really cool. And more embroidery for the keys. Of course, the keys should be for the treasurer. Most treasurers in lodges have a desk. I don't see a desk up here. I'm here for your senior deacon. Over here in the corner, but before I go there, I want to show you this ballot box. This ballot box is pretty standard. Could use some touching up, but that's a pretty standard ballot box. Ooh, there's not much cushion there. Normally you see these are padded. Not so much on that one. Receptacle down back inside of there. I want to show you this area here they've got for all Masonic past presidents of the United States. So that's pretty neat. So you see them all there. They're not labeled. You're supposed to just know them. William Taft, Roosevelt. Nice. And this is a sword that's given to their commanderies of the ones that's grown the most for the year. They get this traveling sword, so they get to take it and display it to wherever their commander meets. And there is a commander that meets here. In fact, there's their charter of their commandery. You see it's got some age on it, that's for sure. 1836, it says they were founded. So they've been here a day or two. You don't see a whole lot of older commanderies, at least definitely not a charter displayed somewhere. I actually don't recall the last time I saw one. But they get to take that nice, I guess it's a claymore. It's almost not a claymore. It's got a guard on it. Claymore definitely would not have a guard on it. But it's huge, good size. Again, this is he tells me this piece here was brought in here when the building was erected from the old lodge. So the old lodge was from 1922, and this one here was 1991. Oh, you saw it, you know what year I'm talking about. But they said this was brought in here and put in place, secured to the wall before the roof got put on. That was definitely different. I hadn't seen that before. You can see they got the Eastern Star logo, so they have probably Eastern Star logo here, and also just the workmanship. Everything matches. All the gold in the columns here to include the golden columns there. And this is all one piece. This big chair is, and these are true columns. You can actually see behind them, so they're not just stuck on like this one here on the end is. Those are actual true columns there on the end. Like his pedestal. Again, he's got the hanger bar there, and rough ashlar, smooth ashlar. I don't know what the goat's about. Didn't ask about that, but they do have some nice handrails here. They're metal and they got the wood tops. And over here in this corner, looks like their charter there from 1868. Eastern Star, and they got some working tools over there. You don't see a lot of those. I think I've seen this in one other lodge that had one of these. It was basically a set of working tools, like that top one. I don't think it actually comes off. Maybe it does. Yes, it does. Nice. So you can actually use this as your presentation of your working tools for your degrees. Awesome. Normally you see the 24-inch gauge is broken down into 3 different sections, but not that one. That's just a straight 28-inch gauge. What a nice area to preside. It really is. Even like this, look at the embroidery here. That says Holy Bible. Guess this is where your chaplain would sit, huh? That's nice. Love that stuff. That's like extra touches. They were going through some stuff here in the corner, so that's what some of this is about. This is where your secretary would sit. And another one of those holders there with actually Leesburg Lodge. It matches the master one on the other corner. And that's our sitting master. Here, he's actually in the other room. He's the one that told me I could come visit him today. And let's take a look at our junior wardens area. Got the cornucopias. Nice setup. Same there. This column is standing. More embroidery. Everything matches like the another setting mall. The setting mall looks like it's a little smaller than the other one. Of course, the master is going to have a gavel, regardless. And let's not at least we forget the holy altar area. You see they've got gold around here. I don't think I've seen gold tile around. I think it matches what you've got up here as far as the columns, the gold accents everywhere. Really good looking good looking altar. You can see these are nice and tall too, and of course they've got the Masonic logo in there inside the interesting. They got the Masonic logo inside there. This is one thing I just noticed in here at this lodge. You notice how this is squared with that, but it's not with that. That should be over here. But, however, that might be where their outlet is. My guess is they're using the outlet for Eastern Star, but they do have a cord there. So they probably should move that over here, or move this one here over here so that it's more in line, so it's a right angle. You follow me? But to each his own. Maybe there's something it could have been overlooked, or it could just be that's their tradition in this lodge. And this is going to open. Sure looks like it because there's a handle here. Look at there. So they got some regalia and some items inside. And let's take a look at this. Look at this Leesburg Lodge on it. It smells new. Must be a new Bible. Children's Register, grandparents. Must be a dedication Bible. Oh, look at there. George Washington, Freemasons who were presidents. So we just saw the pictures of them up on the wall. King Solomon's Temple. Okay, we've seen that before. And several other. This is definitely a Masonic Bible. And be sure to check out the video I have of this one. I'm going to put it right up there. The George Washington Masonic Memorial in Alexandria, Virginia. Really cool. Eastern Star, Scottish Rite Temple. Also, I've got a video of this place here. This is called House of the Temple. It's in D.C. Really nice. Great condition. Like I said, it really smells brand new. I'll give you a big shot here. So if you happen to find yourself in Leesburg, not Leesburg, Virginia, because there's Leesburg, Virginia, but Leesburg, Florida, which is north. It's somewhere between Ocala and Orlando. It's that part of the state. But come visit these brothers. I wish I got a chance to sit in lodge with them. I sat in lodge with a couple of them in other lodges, but haven't sat in lodge in this building. But as you can tell easily, because I'm wearing a t-shirt, I'm not in lodge. But come by and visit these brothers and take a look at their beautiful building and see some of the things that I just showed you, because I definitely can't show you everything, but I try to show you as much as I possibly can. Be sure to like and subscribe, send this to your other Masonic friends, and check out the other videos I have on our playlist, because you're now leaving the coolest life, Masonic Edition.